Kickstarter has become a haven for board games over the past few years. In 2019, tabletop games attracted $176 million in funding. Right now, there are over 23,000 board game and board game products at various stages of development on the platform. Here's part 1 of the 10 games that have attracted the most funding as of June 2020. For this list, we did not include games that had completed or were already shipping. Only games that were still looking for funding or had not shipped yet were included. Currently, Tiny Epic Pirates has over $1 million pledged to it. A 1 to 4 player pirate-themed game, your goal is to bury vast amounts of treasure earned through various actions completed throughout the game. Battle against the Royal Navy, plunder merchants, and level up your ship and crew. Delivery is meant to start in March 2021, with pledges starting for the base game at around $25. This game is part of the Tiny Epic series that thrives on its small, affordable prices. The Kickstarter campaign only recently concluded and it is still accepting late pledges. From the makers of the highly successful Roots, Oats Chronicles of Empire and Exiles is surprisingly low on the list. In saying that, they do have over $1 million in funding, 20 times the original goal of $50,000. This 1 to 6 player game is an interesting take on the popular legacy board game format. Players take on the role of powerful exiles in a kingdom and need to grow their power by recruiting mercenaries and uncovering secrets in the land. They play against the Chancellor, who can maintain their power through their own actions or giving citizenship to the exiles, but this comes at its own risks. What makes this game different to other legacy games is that no piece in the game gets destroyed, meaning that it can be replayed over and over again. Check out our blog post on it in the link below. At number 8 is The Great Wall. The Great Wall is a worker placement game where you play as a general in ancient China, tasked with defending the country from the Mongolian hordes. It is a co-op game, but players will have to hire their own advisors and will each build unique engines as they play. One of the cooler parts of the game is the physical building of the wall as the game goes on. The cards are intricately designed and the gameplay mat is pretty big. If Euro-style engine building or war-based games are your thing, this is for you. A horror-themed co-op game with story-driven chapters, Dawn of Madness has been shaped by its Kickstarter community, who have backed the game to unlock over 100 stretch goals. In this game, players take on the role as the Wanderer, who must gather the shattered fragments of their mind in the other world. Each chapter of the game focuses on 1 or 4 specific Wanderers, who each have 1 or 4 endings. Each playthrough is designed to be unique. Every choice you make and the order of those choices and actions influence the game. Monsters and bosses are presented in the form of beautifully designed miniatures and need to be fought against with various powers that you accumulate during the course of the game. With around $1.2 million raised, it is due to ship out in October 2021. Divinity Original Sin is based on the popular RPG video game series. Pledges start at $120, but you do get a ton of content, including multiple storybooks, over 1,500 cards, and nearly 50 miniatures. Boasting a branching narrative that changes depending on the choice that you make, the game expands from the original video game. Reading from the storybook, you decide as a team on which way to go and what to explore. The cards around the table are unique to each location, and picking a different one can lead to different results, varying from combat and traps to rewards and treasure. Combat revolves around acquiring action points to spend on different options acquired during the course of the game. What makes this game unique? Well, the developers are using the Chronicle system. Basically, each copy of the game has its own unique code. Use this code to submit to the developers what choices you make. The plan is for these choices to then influence the events of the expansions. This is the first time this system has been used, and if you were a cynic, you could argue that this is a way to encourage people to buy into the expansion. On the flip side though, this system does add a legacy element to the game, but as nothing is destructible, it is completely replayable. In fact, a single playthrough will only cover around 25% of the game. Thanks for watching. If you love what you see, hit the like button and please subscribe.